I'm Gary Hartwell, manager of sharpening and repair for Ryan's Pet Supply. Every year we sharpen thousands of blades and shears and repair hundreds of clippers, dryers, and tables. We are considered by many to be the best in the business. Ryan's is an authorized warranty and repair center for many of the top manufacturers for grooming equipment. I've managed the repair center since 1991, and along with my wife Jan have owned a grooming shop in Northwest Phoenix since 1986. So I understand the important needs of today's grooming professionals. It's my hope that I can share some of my experience with you and help keep your equipment in top condition. There's no rule of thumb on how many groomings or how long a blade will stay sharp. It all depends on the condition of the dog's coat. In my own wife's shop, I've seen her dull a blade on one dog because the coat condition was so bad. This time of year, in spring and summer, you always get those dogs in that haven't been groomed in quite some time. You get a lot of dirt particles in the hair, and this will dull out the blade much quicker. It's always been a controversy whether to shave the dog down first before you bathe it, or to bathe it first, to clean the hair, to cut clean hair. Everybody has a different theory on that, and it's up to each individual what they want to do. In my own wife's shop, she always shaves them down first and then bathes them. So it's a matter of preference, but a clean dog will, of course, keep your blades lasting longer. Again, it's how well you take care of your blades too that will create a longer sharp life of a blade. Keeping them in a container to keep them away from moisture and humidity. In states that have a lot of rain and humidity, you might want to keep your blades protected by keeping them in storage in a sealable container, such as the Tupperware or plastic resealable type of a container. This will keep the moisture out of that to prevent blades from rusting. I've had many customers ask me the second question is, how many times can a blade be sharpened? I've often asked that myself. In all the years, I've never got a concrete answer. So this answer to the second question is kind of a review of Gary's tip that I did a few years back. What we did here at Ryan's Pet Supplies, we took 3 blades of different manufacturers and we sharpened each one of those, and we kept track of how many times it would take to sharpen a blade. Now keep in mind, this is under a controlled situation where we didn't have dirty blades. We didn't have blades that had been used. We didn't have blades that had rust damage to them. So these were just regular blades, 10 blades that we ran, and every time you sharpen a blade, you would run it back and forth on our wheels about 10 to 15 times. And so we kept track how many times we did that. It took us approximately 2 weeks to do this, keeping track each time we sharpened it, and we were able to sharpen these nearly 50 times. Now keep in mind, this is under a controlled situation where they aren't subjected to grooming or and put on clippers or anything. Now, what is a worn out blade? A worn out blade is where the ride area of the teeth and the back rail of the comb, and the bottom blade is called the comb, are completely worn out, as you see in these examples. When a blade gets to that, it won't sharpen correctly. It tends to pull and glide and not ride on our sharpening wheels as they should. These blades should be discarded or maybe kept for other parts that are still good. In our testing, we did this, and that's how we determined how many times we could sharpen a blade before it was not usable. To sum this up, in how many times can a blade be sharpened, realistically, I'm saying 30 to 35 times on regular blades that are used in grooming shops. You should be able to get that many times. Most the big name factories, Oster and Andis, will use what's called the hollow grind method of sharpening blades. This is what we do here at Ryan's. That will ensure that you get the best quality cut of your blades. Blades that are improperly sharpened will also shorten the life of your blade and won't last you as long. My wife in her shop, she has some blades that she's had since she's opened. that are in excess of 20 years old. So the proper sharpening, the proper lubrication, the proper cleaning of your blades will help your blades last many years and do thousands of groomings.
And of course, if you're not totally comfortable doing any of these repairs yourself, you can always send your items into the Ryan's Sharpening and Repair Center, and we will take care of all your repair and sharpening needs. Thank you for watching. And also, as a reminder, in the Ryan's catalog, each new issue comes out with a new Gary's Tips and also coupon specials that'll save you money on your repair and sharpening needs.